this generation in this room, you are pioneers. Some of you will extend your lives, some of you will improve your lives. You will heal, you will become more vital, more strong. As this starts to occur, you will prove that humanity is capable and desirous of being autonomous, of meeting the energies of the cosmos. And then you will set probabilities into motion that will start whole new pathways for humanity. You will not live to see the results of how this will unfold. Some of you will come back and incarnate into the new reality where the things you are striving for now are given. The connection with the earth, the wisdom, the joy, the psychic awareness, the good life. You know, many old prophecies also predict that after you go through this rebirth, this purification, tribulation, rearrangement is one of our words, that you open to a golden time. And these golden times sometimes are able to last into what you may call eternity. But they have probabilities that break off, and the golden time is not guaranteed. But there's nothing like being the initiator. There's nothing like being the bringer of the dawn, those who will hold the frequency open for the planet to have a golden era. And you know, your native peoples warned you always to think ahead to 7 generations, not just out of concern for your ancestry, but they knew that you would incarnate. The probabilities were very high that within a 200-year period you would reincarnate again onto Earth. You follow this? Mm-hmm. In terms of time. So yes, Lewis, there will be many good things that will happen. But you must be able to make that energy fit in your body, and you must have a lot more discipline and attention focus to put greater ease in your life. Simplify, please. Simplify and dream a comfortable life, because the magic is at hand. All right, questions?
This is Greg.
Greg, yes, welcome.
You said that this summer we're going to have a lot of changes in energy. How is this summer's energy different than the 2012 energy?
That's a good question. How is this summer's energy different from that in 2012? In 2012, you will be in this direct alignment. Whether you believe it or not, the thought form has been energized. Your ancestors, whether they are direct ancestors or simply people who lived on the planet, had already targeted this date. They've already set a probability into motion long time ago that foresaw this. So it's embedded in the mass psyche that there's going to be something coming. This summer, Craig, is preparation for these downloads that Lewis is speaking of. You are in orb. You are, let's say, in alignment with the galactic center, and you receive these transmissions directly from the galactic center twice a year around, big ones. Because that is when your sun is in alignment or opposition to the galactic center. And this would be around June 18, 1920, just before the summer solstice, and around Décembre 18, 1920, or just before the winter solstice. This is when you get the greatest galactic center influence as it really hits your planet. Now, this summer, one could say that the rearrangement of the planet, rather than happening in 2012 and everything collapsing and falling apart and leaving people freaking, and then approaching 2012 with this freaking kind of energy, this summer is designed just by the stars, the planets, to give you a preliminary dismantling in preparation so that things are cleaned up. This spring, we suggested, in the moon of March, or spring equinox, we suggested to our students that you will have 2 years of turmoil. This summer being a super-duper one of turmoil, and the raising of the inner. Things will continue into the autumn. Next year, there will be more turmoil. Then by spring of 2012, things will calm down, almost as if it flatlines, as if there is silence, and as if that is the calm before the storm. And so all the things that are occurring now will rearrange your structures, your belief systems, your people in power. It will rearrange an inner preparation for, let's say, struggling through, shuffling off some old beliefs as this energy wants to activate DNA that has not a program in it. It's not that the junk DNA, it has a pre-program in it. It is as if the cosmos has this space to build on old messages and give you what is needed for your now. This is very, very important. This is in preparation, so that when the transmissions really, really burst through in 2012, your reality and your bodies are, we're looking for the right word here. We're going to say prepared, but we could say pure enough that things are out of the way, that if you were having guests over, wouldn't you, in a big party, ideally, sensibly, you would clean the house, yes?
Yes.
If you were going to have a garden party, a social party, if you have your wits about you, you put your good clothes on, you fix things up, you make beauty, you put the junk away. This is what's happening. It's going to push everyone to clear all the stuff that's unnecessary out of their lives. Make room. And in the meantime, you are going to get much smarter, so that by the summer of 2012, which is 2 years from now, you will all be much, 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 much more savvy. Ideally, you will be more fluid in the body. You will have greater confidence. And you will all be much more psychic, out of necessity. Because you cannot meet these energies without an inner knowing that is wanting to really grow. Anything else, Greg?
With all the people on the planet, 7 billion people, and that there is emotion that is needed to make a shift to a higher consciousness. And is this energy of this summer and 2012 bigger than all the negativity that is out there with wars and programming and TV that will overcome this negativity?
The energy of the cosmos far supersedes anything that you can generate on Earth, whether it is technologically or emotionally. The energy of the cosmos is not destructive. It is initiating you, and it's got a wallop behind it, absolutely, because it is raw energy. We have said to you that sometimes people get a little electrical jolt now and again, and if there's a low current, oof, it stings. It's called a little bite in electrical terms. But if you expose yourself to too much high voltage, what happens?
Fries you.
It fries you. The voltage is increasing, and that voltage of increase of radiation, of gamma rays, of all this, has a deep effect on just the biological structure. And so it's got a rhythm to it. It has a potential and an intent to help humanity rise above all of the tyranny, the problems, the war. There is a potential for humanity initially to have despair, to have anger, to have frustration at the recognition of the deceit after deceit, betrayal, greed, all of this. That's that one level of emotion. There's also this energy that as it wakes people up inside, it may help them be enthralled with the beauty of nature, to be in awe of what their body is. Lots of cultures around the world have tripped the light fantastic. And you've heard of ayahuasca, even the movie that was out there this year that gave you a big boom there. What was it called? Avatar, yes. You see, you are good with your telepathy. You are reading our minds. Avatar, the energy was Aiwa, yes?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
ayahuasca, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?